Because the most important thing that everyone needs to understand, candidates, voters, really everyone, is that immigration fundamentally is about home. It's a local issue that happens to operate under a federal framework. It's about schools, it's about workplaces, it's about the farms, right? The small businesses, the law enforcement relationships that make a community function. Immigration triggers a lot of feelings and a lot of emotions. And we see it play out in a lot of headlines and social media posts. And you are going to get questions, but they're not really necessarily about designed to get you on a record of stating a position that can make you soft or cruel, depending on the audience, or to pull you into the national debate that you just can't win from the local office. So, first, recognize that. And then get to know the research for your own community, right? For example, on crime, research has consistently shown that areas with high immigrant populations see crime rates decrease over time. And know that you can say, I want the same thing you want. I want our community to be safe. But the evidence shows that strong trust based relationships between law enforcement and all residents, including immigrants, is what produces those safe communities. And that's what I'm committed to. Another big fear that I mentioned at the beginning is sort of the fear of, others coming in, and that really manifests in jobs. And of course, right now communities are being hit with this fear of jobs from a lot of different places where, we're afraid of jobs being taken away by immigration, we're afraid of jobs being taken away by AI, we're afraid of the economic impact of all of the foreign incursions that we're going through right now. The truth is that immigrants fill crucial roles in local economies. They're part of the workforce. They start businesses, they create jobs, they pay taxes, they take on a lot of roles that Americans don't want or that there aren't enough Americans to fill. And again, you can use resources like the Pew Research Center, the Migration Policy Institute. The American Immigration Council has a really great website called maptheimpact.org. And that really drills down into local contributions of immigrants, state by state, I think in some cases, county by county and city by city. So start there and really get to know what the numbers look like in your district. And I do want to make a note on the values-based argument because data and policy arguments are essential, but they're not always what are going to move people. Facts tend to not move people, feelings do. And in some communities, a moral or a value-based argument is going to land harder than any statistic. So whether your argument is rooted in faith, fairness, human dignity, a community's own history as a place built by people who came from somewhere else, those arguments are legitimate and they are powerful. And you know your district better than anyone. So use the register that you know fits best. But the underlying principle for all of this is acknowledge the fear, don't dismiss it, redirect to local reality and local data, and argue on your own terms, not your opponents. You're not going to win an argument about the border from a county board seat, but you are going to win by showing you understand your community and you're taking that seriously.